So this video is about how recently I've been uh, sort of just making this new shift where in the past I used to be uh, like a worrywart, the type of person who's like always worrying about things. And I've always like been that way. And so I think also too, that kind of comes from like a desire to like control. And I've just been like letting that go. And something that's been really helping me to do that is to basically like give things to God. And I don't usually like talk about like God or religion. um you know I'm not a religious person. I kind of think of God more as like the universe, um more of like an energy. But yeah, so lately I've just been like giving things to like God slash the universe. And so like, for instance, if you know if a typical thing comes up that I would immediately start like worrying about, or trying to control, something where I'm like this just came out the other day where I'm like, oh my gosh, like I don't agree with this and it's not fair and I should say something, and like whatever. But then I'm like, wait, why don't I just like give it to God and just like see what happens? And then like it just kind of like smooths itself out. I've noticed. I've done it a few times. I've been doing it more, and it's almost like things just work out in a much better way than they would have if I like stepped in myself and tried to do something. Because like, if you give something to the universe, it means that like the universe is so much more powerful and can do so much more than I could just like by myself. And then plus like it's just easier for me to just kind of like wash my hands of it and just like kind of surrender, and it puts me in like a calmer energy. Like I'm not worrying, I'm just like, okay, like it's taken care of. And then like the other thing about it is, there's like just this new energy of like not having to do everything on your own. Because I feel like I grew up just being, I grew up as like an only child, and I was super independent and kind of just like living in my own world. And, like I really just like put everything on myself, like I'm like, well, I'm the one that I have to do everything. Like if I want to get into a good school, I got to be the one that like gets the good grades, and then I got to do this, I got to do that. And I just put a lot of like responsibility on myself always. And, especially in my career. And like, I guess just recently it's kind of just this new energy of like sharing the burden or the responsibility of like whatever it is. Let's say you're like trying to get better health, trying to recover your health, or your finances, or relationships, like whatever it is that you're trying to like work on or heal, or even like a goal that you have. Instead of like just carrying that on your own and being like, I have to be the one to do all of it and all the steps from A to Z to do this, like it's so much easier if you just like share it with the universe or like God. And it just doesn't feel as heavy, and it doesn't feel as like serious, I guess. It's almost like, like, yeah, I'm still doing what I need to do, but I'm not like worrying, and I'm not like, I'm not like alone, you know? It's like a whole new energy of like not being like completely by yourself. um and like doing everything like, you know, from like a physical aspect, because like once you open yourself up to like the universe, then I feel like miracles start happening. Like you're opening yourself up to that energy.